welcome back to Morgan's Movie Collection. A fairly new release from Arrow Video is Volume 2 of their Four Film Noir Classics series. Volume 1 I own in individual movie form, individual Blu-ray form. I don't own a nice big box of their first volume in this particular series, unfortunately. Or at least I think I own all of the movies that were in Volume 1. I certainly own at least 3 of the 4. I can't quite remember if I actually do have all 4 of them, which I probably should have checked, but that is beside the point, because this lovely limited edition is pretty new. I'm very excited to have it. I think it's only been released in the past month or so. And Arrow were doing a recent big sale, perhaps they still are, and I got quite a few Arrow releases recently. This was one of them. This wasn't in the sale because it is like I said, a new release, but I saw it, I wanted it anyway. It's been one I've been keeping an eye on, and I'm very excited to delve into it because, of course, as you will know if you are a watcher of these Morgan's Movie Collection videos, I'm a big noir fan. I want to boost my noir collection continuously, and this will certainly help to do that, and certainly help to make it look more impressive as well, because it is a really nice looking box. I really do like the art style of that. But there is quite a lot to get into from within it. It does have a nice big book as well, but the 4 movies are The Suspect, The Sleeping City, Thunder on the Hill, and 6 Bridges to Cross. They are directed by Robert Siodmak, George Sherman, Douglas Sirk, and Joseph Pevny. Some great noir names there in the directing chairs. But let's get into the book first of all, I think. Or should we read what you get in with the limited edition contents here? I think we will do that. Full HD presentations of all 4 films, an original lossless mono audio, optional English subtitles for the deaf and hard of hearing, audio commentaries by Farron Smith Name on The Suspect, Imogen Sarah Smith on The Sleeping City, Josh Nelson on Thunder on the Hill, and Sam Dayan on 6 Bridges to Cross. It Had to Be Done. Alan K. Rode takes a detailed look at the life and work of Robert Siodmak. The Real Deal, a visual essay by author and critic Alexandra Helen Nicholas, looking at realism and reality in the Sleeping City. Jose Arroyo on Thunder on the Hill, a new appreciation by the esteemed film scholar and critic. Style and Place, a new visual essay by John Towson, examining the work of William H. Daniels, the celebrated cinematographer of Thunder on the Hill, 6 Bridges to Cross, and many more. You get vintage radio play versions of The Suspect and Thunder on the Hill, starring Charles Laughton, Ella Raines, Claudette Colbert, and Barbara Rush. Theatrical trailers, poster and stills galleries, reversible sleeves featuring original and newly commissioned artwork by Scott Saslow, double-sided fold-out posters for each film featuring that original and newly commissioned artwork by Scott Saslow again, and the hardback collector's book that I did mention, featuring writing on the films, new writing on the films by Kat Ellinger, Barry Forshaw, Philip Kemp, and John Towson. So yes, there is a lot. Reversible sleeves and posters are always a good thing to show, a good thing to decide which one we're going to use. Are we going to use what is usually a more original, traditional poster, or a new kind of, like it said, a new piece of artwork, a newly thought of style for that particular movie? But here is the book that you get. It's not a massive book, but it's certainly a very nice looking one. Nice and simple, really. I don't mind this style, which seems to go across the entire set. really this quite starkly contrast, almost minimalist kind of art style, which, you know, can work sometimes. We don't mind that. But yeah, this is just full of cast lists and essays, writings on the films, like we've said, all nice pictures. It's a great little book. It's exactly the kind of posters there. It's exactly the kind of book you would want with a limited edition set like this. And it ticks all the boxes, that, for me. It really, really does. But let's get into the movies, because that is really what we're here for. It's Morgan's movie collection, not Morgan's movie book collection. We're here for the movies. We are here for the movies. The first one of which is The Suspect, which is 1945. This is the Robert Siodmak movie with Charles Laughton and Ella Raines, the great Charles Laughton. Ella Raines as well from Phantom Lady, I think, which is another great noir movie. But I am such a huge fan of Laughton. I really do like Charles Laughton. I really do like Robert Siodmak. And I liked Ella Raines in Phantom Lady when I watched that. A good while ago now, but I do remember enjoying that movie. Let's have a look at the things we get here. I've listed off the limited edition contents just then, so we don't have to do that. But really all I need from this to know is that it's Charles Laughton, it's a noir movie, it's Siodmak. Why would I not be into this? Here is the poster. Well, here is the reversible sleeve, actually. Let's say that. So you can either have this, which I assume all the new artwork is similar to this style, or you can have the more traditional looking original poster for The Suspect. I don't mind either. I don't mind either of those. And I don't think we have to stick with one style or the other for these, even though they're all going to be kept in the box, obviously. But I don't mind there. Do let me know, as I always like to ask, which sleeve you would prefer. Which sleeve do you prefer? Let me know in the comments. Definitely leave your likes on the video as well, and subscribe, ding the notification bell, of course, if you have not already, to the It's a Wonderful Podcast YouTube channel. But yes, do let me know in the comments which sleeves you want for all of these that I will be showing, and which poster, because this is more impressive, really, isn't it? Or more exciting, because you get these full, lovely, lovely size posters, actually, that are not huge, so they're really quite a nice size. Obviously, they're folded up, so come with a load of creases on, but we can have that, or we can have that. Again, it's the same situation as the sleeve. So which poster do we have? Do we go with original, or do we go with new style for the poster for The Suspect? I'll leave it up to you. I will leave it up to you. There is The Suspect. Anyway, 1945. Next is The Sleeping City, which, I mean, the red tinted window there on this building gives it just that tiny little bit of intrigue that you may need. This is Richard Conte and Coleen Gray. George Sherman directed. Richard Conte and Coleen Gray, again, two wonderful performers. Richard Conte, I think I've just recently watched in The Big Combo, Joseph H. Lewis's The Big Combo. So yes, you can either have that for The Sleeping City, or that, which I actually really quite like that. It almost looks like a monster movie. Not necessarily a noir, but I quite like that, actually. When is this movie from? This is 1950, this movie. And the poster as well, I assume, is going to be the same situation. It is, by the looks of it. We can either have, if I can get it unfolded, we can either have that, or we can have that. I really do quite like that, you know. I really do like that one. I think that's my choice for the Sleeping City, but again, do let me know if you prefer that or you do like this kind of minimal style. Because that's obviously, you know, people do like that. Very much so. That is the Sleeping City, which is directed, yes, by George Sherman. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that is right. Thunder on the Hill. Oh, I don't mind that. This is the Douglas Sirk movie. Claudette Colbert and Anne Blythe. I quite like that. Rainy crucifix. There could be something sinister going on here. Oh, it looks like Claudette Colbert is playing a nun. Claudette Colbert is playing a nun. That's interesting. Based on a play adapted by the screenwriters of A Streetcar Named Desire and In a Lonely Place. So some pretty good writing going on there. But yes, Claudette Colbert and Blythe, Robert Douglas, Thunder on the Hill. Inside there, oh, I do like this one as well, actually. That looks like a horror poster. That, to me, looks like a horror thriller poster. Not necessarily a noir poster again. Although the car has a tint of classic noir to it, I suppose. But which sleeve do we want for Thunder on the Hill? I really do quite like the new style for this one, so maybe I'll use the poster for that, but I really don't know. I could go either way on Thunder on the Hill, I think. Let's have a look at this poster in its full form. Yes, we get that crucifix one, or the... I really do like that. It's almost a shame it doesn't cover the entire page there, I think. But whether that matters or not, I don't really know. But I really like both of those. I'm just going to struggle to decide with Thunder on the Hill. I obviously know very little about these movies and don't want to bog down this video by reading off the back, reading off the story. That's not what we're here for. We're here to show this lovely set, and we're here for, you know, for the basic fact of these are noir movies starring these people, directed by these people that I'm obviously interested in. It's better sometimes to go into these kind of movies knowing absolutely nothing about them, not reading the backs of them sometimes, and then all, you know, learning the movie as you're watching the movie, I think is a much more rewarding experience in watching a lot of noir movies, because obviously some can hit you pretty surprisingly. So yeah, last up we have Tony Curtis, Julie Adams, George Nader in the Joseph Pevny film Six Bridges to Cross. I don't mind that one either. This kind of knife striking the street map of the city, it looks like, or a dagger. This seems like it's a robbery movie. Yeah, I quite like that. Tony Curtis as well in a noir. I'm only really familiar with Tony Curtis in a noir movie, in one other noir movie, which is Sweet Smell of Success, which is a great movie. Do check out the episode of It's a Wonderful Podcast, the main show, on Sweet Smell of Success from 1957 on all major podcast platforms, of course, on the It's a Wonderful Podcast feed. But reversible sleeve is that which I really don't like, actually. I don't like that poster. We will be going with this one here. No, that's a bit of a messy... There's too much text on that poster, isn't there? It's this here. This spoils it, I think. And that's strange. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that poster, actually, on the reversible sleeve. But again, do let me know if you don't mind that. It's got Tony Curtis's face on it, so if you're into Tony Curtis, then sure. Why not? But I do quite like that one, actually. I do quite like that poster. I think the only real one is the Sleeping City, the one with just the red window that I don't love of this particular style in this set. But the full poster itself I've got out actually. Let's have a look if the full poster itself looks any better than that little one. On the sleeve. There it is. And the other side. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. It's strange. I don't know what. I don't really know how to do. I like this here. I think it's the title, the way the title's put on there, that I don't love. I think it would almost look better if the title didn't cover over this bottom bit of blue. You know, if it didn't come higher than that. I don't know. I do like that though. I do like that. Anyway, there we go. Arrow Video's recent release of limited edition Four Film Noir Classics, Volume 2. I'm excited to get into them. I think perhaps I will spend a few days, you know, in a week, night after night after night after night, of blasting through these movies, checking them out, getting into them, reading up in this lovely book about some more of the details within them, getting the full experience, as we should when we're dealing with sets like this, with Blu-ray sets like this, with movies like this, learning more about them with all that kind of massive stuff on the back as well. I'm really excited for Film Noir Classics Volume 2. Let me know what you think of this release. Let me know what you think of these movies. I'm sure you've been doing a little search on them as I've been going along. All the people within these movies. Let me know if they interest you, and do let me know about the artwork, the posters, the reversible sleeves, that kind of thing as well in the comments. But there we go, I think, for this episode of Morgan's Movie Collection. I say episode, it's a video. They're not regular things. They come out whenever I have them out, don't they? They're not regular, so I can't call them episodes. But thank you very much for watching another one of these videos. Like I said, subscribe, ding the notification bell on here if you haven't already, and check out the It's a Wonderful podcast feed for Monday Madness Morgan Hasn't Seen, and the main show, It's a Wonderful podcast itself, Monday, Wednesday, Friday on all major podcast platforms. There are links down below for our Patreon and donations if you would like to support us in that way, as well as our social media. And I think that is about it. Thank you very much again for watching, and until next time, when I assume I'll have some more very exciting Blu-rays. I definitely will.